In this video, I'm going to show you the key to creating a profitable cryptocurrency trading bot because the DeFi space is on the rise. It's more than 3x in the last year alone, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. So many new tokens have popped up that have pumped like crazy, and that means there's actual opportunities to make real profit. And right now is an amazing time to be a blockchain developer because you can capitalize on all these major opportunities that other developers don't have. Of course, you can get a high-paying job or become a freelancer, but you can also jump on this big DeFi trend by, creating your own trading bots, doing arbitrage, and also flash loans. But if you actually want to make money with this stuff, then you need this one key piece that I'm going to show you in this video. So before we get into that, if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel. And, if you want to learn how to master blockchain step by step from start to finish, then head on over to dappuniversity.com/bootcamp to get started today. So what is the key to creating a profitable crypto trading bot? Well, I'm going to tell you, and then I'm actually going to give you a template that you can use to set up your own bot to employ this strategy. So make sure you stick around for the rest of this video to find out how to set it up. So if you actually want to make money, then you need to be able to find profitable trading opportunities at scale. So what do I mean by this? So some people try to create trading bots that predict the future price of a cryptocurrency, based on past historical data, but that's risky. Your model might fail and you might lose money. So what if you could create a trading bot that finds profitable opportunities right now rather than waiting for the future price to change? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today. See, there are a lot of decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges out there, and it seems like more are popping up by the day. And often these exchanges have price discrepancies, meaning that, sometimes a token costs, $100 on exchange A, and it costs $101 on exchange B. So whenever this happens, there's an opportunity to buy the cryptocurrency on exchange A and then sell it on exchange B for a profit. This is called arbitrage, and that's how you can capitalize on an opportunity right now rather than waiting for the price to change in the future. And there's basically zero risk. Now, the real question is, how do you find these opportunities? Well, you could go through a list of each of these exchanges, like go to their websites, check the prices, and then, go look at every single token out there and try to check their prices. But if you did this by hand, it would take way too long, and the opportunity might disappear completely by the time you find it. Well, guess what? You can fully automate this process by creating a bot that does this for you at scale. It can watch dozens of cryptocurrency exchanges and, also look at hundreds of tokens. Nearly an infinite number of token pairs to try to find these price discrepancies. And this is a massive force multiplier because there's no way you could do all this on your own by hand. And that's the key, the ability to find these profitable opportunities. If you don't have this, you won't get very far. And there's a few other pieces of the puzzle too, like the ability to make trades. But I've got you covered on this one too. Go check out the video I did recently where I show you how to steal my cryptocurrency trading bot. I show you how to set that thing up to actually execute trades on the blockchain with a bot. And we'll use some of that same code in this video. So you can combine both of these strategies together to create a fully automated process for yourself. And if you have both of these pieces of the puzzle, then you're ready to go. So if you want to get even crazier, you can talk about adding a lot more leverage to this with flash loans, okay? So that's the ability to basically borrow millions of dollars of cryptocurrency with zero money down. That means you don't even have to own the cryptocurrency that you're, arbitraging in this case. And I've also made videos on flash loans on this channel already, and we've covered them in depth inside my program, Blockchain Mastery University. All right, now let's go ahead and set the bot up. Head on over to github.com and copy this link in your URL bar here. You can find this link down in the video description below, all right? But go over to your terminal and type git clone and then paste in the link there. So I've already done this. And then once you've done that, go ahead and enter into that directory like this, say cd price bot, okay? And then you want to install your node packages like this, npm install. And once that's finished, go ahead and open the project in your text editor. I'm using Sublime Text, and you can see all the files created here. So I'm going to go ahead and open the index.js file and just make sure that everything is set up properly. And before you continue, you need access to an Ethereum node. All right, so head on over to infura.io and go ahead and sign up. And then you'll get a link to put inside your project so that you can connect your bot to the blockchain. Once you've got that, go back to your project and find this .env.example file and then create a copy of it, okay? But you want to take off the .example part. So you want to have a .env file by itself. This will be the real thing, okay? And inside this file, I'm not going to show you mine because it has my actual API key inside of it. But for yours, it should basically look like this, all right? Take out these other variables and just fill in the RPC URL with the Infura URL. But you want to make sure that you do the mainnet version, okay? Because we're going to code this against the real Ethereum network. This won't be a test network. All right, so now let's talk about how the bot works from a high level before we boot it up, all right? So first, it's a Node.js app. So basically, it's a server process that runs with Node.js, and once you boot it up, it'll start discovering cryptocurrency prices. So the next thing is that it's blockchain-based. So it's going to look at multiple cryptocurrencies and multiple exchanges that are all native to the blockchain. So all the exchanges on this list are blockchain-based, meaning that they're powered by smart contracts. They're decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges, and you have access to all these exchanges directly on the blockchain and their cryptocurrency prices by using this bot. So out of the box, this bot watches two different exchanges, okay? It watches Uniswap, which is an automated cryptocurrency exchange that, has multiple cryptocurrencies available, right? And then it also watches Kyber Network, which is another really popular decentralized cryptocurrency exchange powered by smart contracts. And out of the box, this bot already fetches prices for 3 different tokens on each of these exchanges, and it logs them side by side so you can detect any differences, okay? But I'm going to show you how the bot works and how you can extend it to support, really as many exchanges as you want, and then also as many cryptocurrencies as you want. So now let's boot up the bot and just see how it works. So we'll say npm run start. Okay, make sure you've installed all your node packages before you do this. And here you can see it's already logging prices to the console. Now this is kind of big, so I'm going to decrease the font here and actually widen the terminal tab. But whenever you do that, you'll see all the prices logged out to the screen here. So it's checking these prices like every second or every 3 seconds, something like that. I'll show you how to change that inside the settings. But here, you look at the output. You can see the input token right here is ETH. The output token is DAI. And you can see the price on Uniswap and the price on Kyber. All right. So already there's even a small price discrepancy here. And of course, you got to factor in slippage and things like that. But I'll talk about how you can factor that in inside the bot. And we're also watching the token for KNC. This is Kyber's own token. And then also for Link, this is the Chainlink token. All right. So you can already see some small differences inside of here. So now I'll take you on a tour of the code to see how it works so you can add more tokens. Like I said, there's basically an infinite list of tokens you could watch, and then also how to support more exchanges because, there's dozens here as well. So let's take a tour of the code. All right, I'm going to close this down so we have more space. Here's all the dependencies for the project imported at the top. Again, this is just the index.js file that's required for Express. Okay, again, this is just a server that runs continuously in the background. And it has a function down here at the bottom, called monitor price, okay? And this runs on an interval. So basically, it checks the price every 3 seconds. So you could change this to, every 1 second, every millisecond, every 5 seconds, whatever you want to do. You can update this value here to continuously log it to the console. So inside this monitor price function, it has this, just main operation that happens over and over again. So what I've done is created a function to check the cryptocurrency pairs, okay? So in this case, you can see the input token is Ethereum, so ETH or Ether. And, here's the actual Ether address. This is kind of funny because Ether is not really a token in terms of like ERC20 tokens, so you have to use this special value here. But then here's the output token, all right, which is DAI. This is a stable cryptocurrency whose price doesn't change. And, here's the address for DAI. And I'll show you how to find these addresses here in a minute. But then finally, you put the input amount. So this is if you want to do 1 token, all right? So we can do that for multiple pairs here. You can just copy and paste this function and add whatever token you want to. So I've done that here for KNC. This is the Kyber Network token. And then also for the Chainlink token link right here, okay? So we'll go inside this function and see that what it does is it basically gets the Uniswap exchange for the token. So let me explain how that works. Basically, Uniswap works on a factory model. So it uses a single smart contract for each token pair. So if I want to trade DAI tokens, then I need to use a specific exchange for that. All right, if I want to use KNC tokens, then I need a specific exchange for that too. All right, but that's okay. I've already wired up the functionality for that. Uniswap basically uses this thing called a factory to find the appropriate exchange. So I've got that set up here. All right, and then basically you just add it automatically finds the correct exchange if you just put in the actual token smart contract address here. Okay. So, it does that and then gives you the appropriate exchange, and then it gets the actual price from that exchange. So you can see Uniswap result here. It uses Web3, which connects you to the blockchain to get the actual result, and then that result has a price associated with it. And then it does it for Kyber as well. So we have a Kyber network smart contract wired up here, and that gets the expected return rate for the input token, the output token, and the input amount. And then that, of course, contains the expected price and then also the price with slippage. So again, I mentioned this a minute ago. Slippage is definitely something you have to take into account when you're doing arbitrage. And Kyber treats this sort of like the minimum return value. So if you should basically count on the minimum return being the actual return here. Okay. So, you might see some discrepancy in price here, like, oh, this looks great, like a 4, this discrepancy here looks great, but not necessarily because the min return is actually a lot closer to the actual Uniswap return. Okay. And then this is the function where we log everything out to the console with console table, and it generates this nice, pleasing table here that you can see in your terminal tab. Okay. So let's continue on and look at a few more things. I'll call it a few more places in the code that are critical to understand. So again, this whole thing is blockchain based. So it doesn't use like any web server APIs or anything like that. It talks directly to the blockchain. So how does that work? Well, it uses Web3 here. So Web3 is the main JavaScript library for interacting with the Ethereum blockchain. What it does is it takes your URL to Ethereum node, which you put in your env file here earlier, for Infura, and gives you a connection to the blockchain. And then you can use Web3.js to talk to the blockchain. Okay, so I've got several videos on this channel about Web3. If you want to learn more about that, go ahead and check that out. I also cover all this stuff highly in depth inside the blockchain bootcamp. So again, when you're talking to Kyber and you're talking to Uniswap, you're talking to smart contracts on the blockchain. And so you need JavaScript versions of those smart contracts in order to basically communicate with them. So you need two pieces of information for that. You need the smart contract ABI, which is what this thing is here, and also smart contract addresses, which is, this thing here. So I'll show you how to get this information in a minute so you can extend this bot to do whatever you want. But once you do that, that's how you support new exchanges, is basically finding their, ABIs and also their addresses. So the same thing for Kyber is done here. All right. And then inside of here, we're able to actually interact with those exchanges directly with Web3 because we have JavaScript versions of those smart contracts where we can fetch the prices. And the same thing for the tokens. They're governed by smart contracts as well. So if you want to add more tokens, you have to find the smart contract address and also the symbol in order to make the bot work properly. All right, so now let's walk through an exercise of actually customizing this. Let's add a new token pair, okay? So I'm going to go to the Etherscan page and look at all the tokens, and let's do the maker token, okay? So click on this and copy the contract address here. So again, this is a smart contract. It's an ERC20 token that runs on top of Ethereum. So all we need is the smart contract address right here. All right, I'm just going to paste it inside of here just for safekeeping. I'm going to wrap it in a string, and then I'm going to copy this. All right, and then add it here, okay? And so I'll modify this to check the maker pair with ETH, okay? So let's see, copy this, put it inside of here as the output token. All right, just that. And then we'll change the symbol. All right, and then, add a string here. And let's run the bot. So npm run start, and we'll see if it works. Boom, there we go. So we see we added the new maker token here. So here's the Uniswap return, here's the Kyber expected rate, and then also the Kyber minimum return as well. So that's how you can extend it. But let me leave you with some homework so that you can actually turn this into a major price discovery project. So the first would be to add more tokens. All right, you can do just like I showed you, just add a new function, add the smart contract address and the symbol, and then add more exchanges. Again, there are tons of exchanges on this list. You can just find any of these and, look at their smart contracts like Etherscan, find their ABIs, import them into your project, and then find out how to get their prices. Okay, you can even filter by Ethereum exchanges here. The next thing would be to compare prices. So, in this example, we're just showing the prices here on screen, but you can actually create logic that, says, is this less than this and by how much? And then, based on that, you would want to execute trades. And check out that last video where I actually show you how to trade tokens with your bot. You can combine both these videos together to create something that'll do that for you automatically. And then last, as a bonus, you can implement flash loans into this. So again, that's where you don't even have to have the cryptocurrency in order to arbitrage it. You can basically just borrow as much as you want and then pay it back instantly right after the trade. All right, so that's how you create a profitable cryptocurrency trading bot. So the key to this whole process is finding out price differences so that you can do arbitrage, okay? And that's how you automate this process. You find different cryptocurrency pairs across different exchanges and you do this at scale. I mean, you can just multiply all these things together and find the opportunities. So if you like this video, then smash the like button down below. And of course, subscribe to this channel so that you'll see more, videos like this when they come out. And if you want to really dig into these skills and become a blockchain developer, learn how to customize this and really dig into it, then there's lots of ways you can get started. Okay. The first way is to go to my YouTube homepage and find all the free courses listed there. They're like Udemy courses, but they're free. And if you want to take the next step, or hey, maybe you want to take a massive shortcut entirely, then I can show you how to master blockchain step by step from start to finish. Just head on over to dappuniversity.com/bootcamp to get started today. All right. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.